Alright, now we can actually get it started. Okay, now I can finally talk about Red Guards. It was all about the Dwemer last time, but unfortunately the legendary figures that were around were mostly during the latter part of the First Era, but the Red Guards and the occupants of the Second Era are still strong. There is a lot of infighting within Hammerfell among clans in this Second Era. You have the Daggerfall Covenant. You have the mighty sword singers like Cyrus the Restless. Vampire Rada El Saran was active in the Second Era as well. And of course, there are still pockets of Dwemer machinery still active in Hammerfell, like like it is in many other regions in Tamriel. For the warriors in this era, all descriptions for Red Guards in the Elder Scrolls series tells you that Red Guards are the greatest warriors. Even just lore, this is true. So they can contend with anyone in the battle of weapons, even orcs. In the middle of the Second Era, King Farah of Sentinel allied himself with High King Imric, which we will cover one day soon, of Wayrest, and Orc King Kurag, and became one of the leaders of the Greater Daggerfall Covenant. The Covenant participated in the Alliance War. With these allies, it allows Hammerfell to be strong in defense and resources. However, near the end of the Second Era, they went to war against Tiber Septim, the forebearers. To end the civil war, aligned themselves with Tiber Septim and eventually conquered Hammerfell. However, they joined the Empire in a pretty strong position. Elite warriors of Hammerfell, Cyrus the Ruthless is likely one of the strongest warriors in history, defeating one of Tiber Septim's greatest generals, slayed the dragon Nephiliargus, and tied in battle with the living god Vivek by threatening to use the the Pancratos sword. Rada El Saran was a sword was a sword singer, and perhaps the greatest in history, even drawing against a god in battle. He would become a vampire lord and gain power of the dark heart, gaining greater power than even the gaining greater power than even the Daedra. More info in my other videos if you care to know. Overall scaling. At their peak in terms of military, you should have a large clan of strong warriors, including sword singers, and a military which includes a navy and while perhaps not much notable with magic beyond of course the mighty sword singers, though there were magic users in Hammerfell, of course. The heroes in this era are pretty OP. Cyrus and Rada both possibly having the Pancratos sword that sunk a continent. Of course, I'm using hero as basically a classical sense here. So AP wise, superhuman to possibly city level with singers. Cyrus, however, should be at least continent level. Rada El Saran fought the Vestige, fought a god, and is one of the strongest sword singers ever. Likely grew more powerful as a vampire, so multi-continent to universal. High outer versal if we include his power over the Dark Heart. Alright, now again, overall, not counting Rada, Hammerfell warriors are filled with a number of the most skilled warriors in Tamriel. Not just brute force, but also solid enough generals and military. Superhuman to, like I said, city level warriors. Cyrus is a great notable hero. Rada could care less about fighting for a kingdom, but he should still reside in Hammerfell in this era, I believe, and use skills and uses skills learned and uses very advanced skills. So if you count him, yes, this is a very powerful region. Essentially putting the second era of Hammerfell at least multi-continent overall. To high autoversal, assuming Rada is in Hammerfell when he gains power. High multi-continent to high autoversal. Only in Elder Scrolls, what can I say? Well, that's it. Tell me your thoughts, and please like, sub, and hit the bell. Now, someone mentioned an idea for a video that I would like to do that I thought was good, and that is how strong are humans? And by humans, I'm really going to mean strong warriors are in Tamriel. Well, Elder Scrolls. That video would take a bit of research, a bit of time, but I definitely want to do it. Anyways, later.